Hi, it's Nancy here from YogaCanada, School of Yoga and Health for a smarter well-being and a better living. If you're now here, make sure you click that subscribe button and visit our website where you can find the link in the description below. So let's start. And exhale, let's folding again. Reverse one dive. Inhale. And exhale, let's folding. Half a left. And now the downward facing dog. The right and the left leg back. And let's moving. Let's having the connection with all sensations and taking time. And now the high plank, shoulders over the wrist, and back into downward facing dog. High plank, and downward facing dog again. Knees wide into the mat, child's pose, and half opening mouth. Forehead into the mat. Let's trying to be into the moment, starting to listen the breath. And now let's coming back into downward facing dog. High plank, kneeling, and slowly, beautiful chaturanga for 3 gentle cobra. Exhale, release it. Taking time really to press into the top of the feet. And let's trying to bring your awareness at the spine. Exhale again. Inhale. And now the child's pose. Balasana. And now the downward facing dog. Lifting the right leg up and back. Right and left leg forwards, half a left. And exhale, let's folding. Lifting the right leg up and back in a big range of motion at the right hip joint. Let's doing circles into both directions. And now the right leg up and back and out toward the right. Let's coming back, right leg out. And now let's squaring the hips, right leg cross behind the left. Let's fold. And now let's coming back, feet hips apart. Half a left. And exhale, let's fold. Reverse one dive, inhale. And exhale, palms touch toward the heart. And on the other side of the body. Sweeping the arms out and up. Upward salutations. And exhale, let's fold. Half a left. Back into your downward facing dog. Knees into the mat. Back into downward facing dog. Knees into the mat, back into downward facing dog. High plank, kneeling, and again slowly kneeling chaturanga. And now let's doing the cobra. Gaze toward the right. Gaze toward the left. And now let's coming back, child's pose. Maybe opening mouth and letting go. Back into downward facing dog. Let's lifting the left leg up and back. Left and right leg forwards, half a left. And exhale, let's folding. Left leg up and back. And now big range of motion at the left hip and into both directions. Taking time to now to bring the left leg out to the side. Left leg up and back, and one more time. And now let's crossing the left leg behind the right half of it. And exhale, let's fold. Let's coming back, feet hips apart, half or left. Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, let's folding. Grabbing the elbows again. Reverse one dive, inhale. Palms touch toward the heart and on either side of the body. Sweep. Flexions, hips and knees, and let's again folding. One more time. And now let's lifting heels, pivoting to the balls, and let's opening the hips. If you want, if you have feeling balance today, maybe the right and the left palms touch. And now let's come back. Feet hips apart onto the floor and half a left. And exhale, let's folding. Chair pose, Utkatasana. Exhale, hands interlace behind at the lower back and interlocking. Bring the blades of the shoulders behind the heart. And now let's forward fold. Front of the head low. What a beautiful movement, eh? Fists at the lower back, half a left. And now let's bring the right hand at the left ankle and the left hand at the left hip. Let's elongating the spine and keeping the hips square. And now let's doing no obliques movement by twisting, looking toward the left. Let's coming back, half a left. Left hand at the right ankle, right hand, right hip. Taking time to lengthen, and now let's doing a gentle side movement with the right. And now let's coming back. Reverse one dive, inhale. And now the breath of joy. Opening mouth and letting go everything which is not serving you. Back into Ujjayi breath. Arms on the side of the body and sweeping the arms forward and up. Start elongating and starting to open the sternum a bit more and the gaze up. And exhale, let's folding. Half a left. And now the downward facing dog. Let's lifting the right leg up, opening hips. Right knee, left elbow, and now the right leg out to the left. And let's doing the wild thing. Pivot the back foot. And now let's doing a gentle movement at the left arm by doing 2 circles into both directions. 2 and 1. And now let's bring the chest away of the navel a bit more. Left hand into the mat. We're going to doing 1 push-up today. Let's keeping the leg out, push up. And now let's coming back. Right leg up and back. Knee toward the nose again. Planting the foot. Right arm out and up to the side and up, yeah. Still strong into your inner thighs. We want to support the pelvic floor muscle, the pelvis, and last one. And now let's crown hips and shoulders. And left knee back, left leg back as much as you can, knee onto the mat, and straighten the right. And let's fold in with the right. Good work. Last one. And now gaze forwards and readjust. Let's coming now into crescent low lunge. And let's right hand, right thigh. And let's bending the back knee. Let's grabbing the ankle and left hand ankle. And if you want a bit more, maybe let's bring a gentle movement forwards from the pelvis and now let's release it. Pivot toward the left, wide-legged movement, half a left. And now let's bring the hips high as a forward fold. There is always a micro bend into the knees, into this movement. Maybe a few yeses. Prasarita Padottanasana. Hands, elbows, and shoulders are aligned, maybe squeezing the elbows a bit more. And now reverse one dive. Let's try to bring the pelvis a bit more aligned with the thighs. And now let's fold. Reverse one dive. Inhale. And exhale, let's fold. One more time. Reverse one dive. Inhale. And now the warrior two. Let's taking time really to bring the front foot 90 degrees with the knee over the ankle and left forearm at the lower back and the reverse warrior. Back into the warrior two. And now the extended side angle. Or the side angle itself can be a good movement with the arm up, with the shoulder square, or extending the arm. You can bring that right arm to the inside of the right thigh, and let's pressing the arm into the thigh and the thigh into the arm. Feeling the engagement inside of the thigh. And now back into the warrior two. Gaze at the front fingertips. And now let's bring the left arm on the knee. Eagle arms on the knee of the right. And weight of the chest and higher than the shoulders. Let's try to keep the pelvis at the level. We're still into the warrior two. And now let's doing a bow forwards with the eagle arms. And now let's release it. High plank. Right knee, right elbow for 3, 2, and the last one. Right leg up, shuddering. Upward facing dog, cold. And the downward facing dog. Knees into the mat, child's pose. Extend the child's pose. Utthita Balasana. And now back into downward facing dog. One more time. Knees into the mat, child's pose, sitting bones toward the heels as you extend the whole trunk with the arms being extended. That is a bit more. And now back into the downward facing dog. And now let's lifting the left leg up, opening hips. And left knee, right elbow. And let's straighten the left leg out to the side. As you now elongating the right side. Let's having a nice circle, few circles at the right shoulder into both directions. And now let's doing a bigger elongation and chest away of the navel. We're gonna doing one push-up, right hand onto the floor, align with the shoulder. Now push up. Back into three-legged dog. Knee toward the nose. Planting the foot. Left arm out and up to the side. Gaze can be at the floor, ahead or up. Squaring hips and shoulders. And now right knee back onto the floor and straighten the left. Taking a moment, halfway left, and exhale, it's folding. It's interesting to lift the toes. Rocking toward the lower leg as well. And now gaze forwards and crescent low lunge, left hand, left thigh. And now let's bend in the right knee. Let's grabbing the ankle, and if you're feeling like you have a bit more room into that right side, maybe having a bit of movement, an interior movement. Only if it's available. Not with striving or pulling or pushing, just with the breath. And now let's release it. Pivot toward the right, half or left, and now side lunge toward the right. And now side lunge toward the left. And now side lunge toward the right. I'm gonna bring you again this series. Let's bring the bum onto the floor. Right knee up, right foot onto the mat, and now you lower and you left. Let's doing 4, 3, 2, and the last one. And now the half frog, right hand, right ankle, and let's opening into a big V shape. And now let's, at the center, both sitting bones into the mat, pelvis into neutral, but into an interior movement as you forward fold. And now let's coming back. Facing the knee bend. And now side bend. Let's bring the left arm low onto the floor. Right hand behind the ear or behind the head, over the head. Oh, it's nice, huh? And now let's coming back. Let's coming back into the side lunge toward the right, into the wide leg now, side lunge toward the left, and now let's bring the lower onto the floor, still keeping the left leg knee bent up and bent and up, and now we lower for 4, 3, 2, and the last one. And now let's grabbing the ankle and taking time to bring a big V shape with the legs and being centered. Now let's doing a beautiful bowing, forward fold, sitting bones onto the mat, pain-free onto the knee, bent. If you're observing, if it's talking to you too intensively, maybe let's bring the knee a bit more in. Maybe the V shape is too much. 2 more breaths. And now let's lift, raising, and let's bring the right arm inside of the right thigh as you side bend. Now let's bring the left hand behind the ear, taking time to adjust and to observe this side of the body too as well, as it's not a competition with ourselves. It makes sense. And now,
where's she going?
Into the side lunge, she's moving left. And now into the wide-legged movement. Half a leg.
Inhale.
Now let's bring the arms wide into the wide dog. Pressing into the heels of the palms, and let's bring the heart and the gaze toward your thighs. That is awesome. And now let's coming back, reverse one dive, inhale, and exhale, let's fold. Reverse one dive, inhale,
Let's arms
and
on either
exhale,
side.
let's fold. Reverse one dive, please. And now the Y2. Right forearm on the lower back and the reverse wire. Let's bending the front knee and pressing into the knife of the back foot or the knife of the back foot in the big toe. Keeping the armpit low. And now let's doing the side angle or the extended side angle. But today the left arm is inside of the left thigh. Let's pressing thigh and arm. What a beautiful movement. And now back into the Y2. Pelvis at the right level, into neutral. And now let's bring the right arm on the knee of the left, away of the chest and higher than the shoulders. And now let's swing a bow next to the front thigh. And now let's release it. High plank. Left leg up. And now left knee, left elbow for 3, 2, and the last one. Shuddering. Upward facing dog, cold. And the downward facing dog. Good work, nice.